next individual question goes to Tom. Mr. Creamer, while the town common does not dispute your right to free speech, many in town have taken issue with the tone and style of past posts on your online blog and wonder if it is disrupting government. If elected, will you make any changes to how you maintain your blog? Also, as a polarizing figure on the local scene, is it possible for you to be an effective selectman?
I think that's a great question, and I'm glad it was asked. I think that if folks look back in history and study Sam Adams and his newspaper, Public Advertiser, Samuel Adams was, I jokingly refer to him as the first blogger in the United States, or in the 13 colonies. Samuel Adams was one who had a strong commitment to representation of the many, and I will tell you that when I first moved here, I attempted on numerous occasions to try to bring issues to the then Board of Selectmen, and over the course of several years became increasingly frustrated by the lack of response and or effort placed in actually looking at issues from another perspective. I became convinced that the selectmen were more engaged in the role of governing by personalities as opposed to principles. And I think that that is more polarizing than anything that one can possibly entail. I've served my country. I've worked for the Department of Homeland Security. I've done work for the FBI, and I am absolutely committed to the role of free speech and equal representation. Now, I would say that when individuals do things openly, do things honestly, and do things with their name attached to it, then there should be no concern whatsoever about what is written, because the facts are in fact the facts. And interestingly enough, those who accuse me of being either polarizing and or misrepresentative, I think it's a testament to the truth and the facts that I've written, that at no time have those facts and or those things I've written ever been proven to be either false or not credible. Now certainly, I recognize the fact that as an advocate, as a community activist, one may advocate from one extreme or the other. Samuel Adams certainly did. When Samuel Adams became a political figure, just as our political figures we have right now, once you become a governing body, you cannot do anything but govern from the middle. This is the very reason that I have gone into communities, that I have approached individuals who I have had personal disagreements with, for lack of a better term, and approached them personally. Because as a selectman, I don't have the right or the luxury of choosing who I represent. I represent everyone in this room were I to be the selectman, whether I agree with someone or disagree with someone. So I would say that I would have no option but to move more towards the center. And in fact, I think that if one were one to be honest and look back at any of the things that have been written over the past 8 months since the last election, or the last 9 months since the last election, because of the fact that the people in this town spoke their voice, and because of the fact that the people in this town chose what direction they wanted to go in, it was no longer necessary for me to be the voice, because the people had already spoken.